Apple's new HomePod speaker has launched in the UK, the technology giant's take on the smart speaker market currently dominated by Amazon and Google. But how does the speaker, which Apple says is more of a music device than a smart home hub, compare to the popular smart speakers? How much does it cost? HomePod is significantly more expensive than its smart speaker rivals, costing £319, $349, compared to £90, $125 for the Amazon Echo and £129, $180 for Google Home. The key reason is the amount of additional audio technology built into the HomePod. Whereas the Google Home houses a solitary speaker, and the Amazon Echo one woofer and one tweeter, HomePod houses a large woofer and array of 7 tweeters to bring sound output more akin to dedicated home speaker systems than a smart home device. The result is significantly more powerful audio performance from the HomePod compared to its two rivals. A better comparison would be the Sonos One Home speaker, for example, a dedicated music speaker, and HomePod may have an audio edge on that too. What else can HomePod do? Because it has Apple's virtual assistant Siri built in, HomePod is able to follow basic voice commands around playing music, but also answering some basic trivia questions and controlling other smart home accessories such as lighting, similar to both the Amazon Echo and Google Home. When using Apple Music though, the HomePod can display an impressive level of knowledge. Using the device's musicologist feature, it is able to provide extensive details on tracks when asked, including details on who is playing what instrument, as well as year of release and album details. What are its limitations? Despite the impressive music setup, the HomePod does have some limitations. HomePod is locked into Apple's own ecosystem, meaning it is only compatible with Apple Music. In contrast, its rivals support a range of streaming services, including Spotify. HomePod also lacks some basic functionality such as the ability to run more than a single timer at once, to stream live radio, or provide recipe details when asked. The voice of Siri also lacks the natural flow of either Amazon's Alexa or Google Assistant. Among the artificial intelligence systems, it still sounds the most robotic. Do I need an existing Apple device for it to work? Yes. In order to set up HomePod, you'll need an iOS device running the most recent version of the software, iOS 11.2.5. A connection via Apple's own AirPlay technology is needed to connect the speaker to the internet and link an Apple Music account to it for streaming. The setup process is less cumbersome than for the Echo or Google Home, which use a companion app and require some Wi-Fi network selection. In contrast, HomePod setup begins simply by holding your iOS device close to the speaker. This then automatically sets up the device, including sensing Apple Music account and Wi-Fi network information. Siri on HomePod is by far the most limited of the three when it comes to smart interactions, and so if you're looking for a smart device to run your smart home, you should consider looking elsewhere.